You're effective in the world, you can do things efficiently, you can earn money, you can be successful, everybody thinks you're great, but you're a mess within yourself. This is happening to lots of so-called successful people, isn't it so? A spiritual process, we are talking about an existential dimension, not a psychological dimension, not a social dimension. In these cultures, definitely you have given too much significance to your thought process, too much. It's the Western philosophers who went to this extreme. You know, one of the, I think the Renaissance philosophers said, "I think, so I exist." So that is the level of significance you've given for thought. But you tell me, from your own simple sense, you tell me, which is true? Is it because you exist you think, or is it because you think you exist? Because you exist, you think, isn't it? Because you have not known life any other way except thinking. Now you have made it all important. Now, for me, there is no thought. If I simply sit here, I will sit here without a single thought on my mind. Does it mean I'm not existing? I'm existing, absolutely existing. Because I'm existing in such a powerful way, thought is just a small happening for me. My thought is just a small happening for me in my life. I can think, it's not that I'm incapable of thinking. I can think, but still it is a very small happening because my existence is far, far bigger than my thought. Now people are trying to make their thought far bigger than their existence. This whole positive thinking in the 60s, 70s, a few people made it very popular. You know, big names, almost all of them. Either they went neurotic, they broke up mentally and ended up in mental asylums, or they committed suicide. Because it's bound to happen. If you stretch the intellect beyond a certain point, you will crack up. You'll definitely crack up. So, thought being so important is a very unhealthy way to approach life. Initially it'll give you the thrill because you can create a few things with your thought. See, if you generate a powerful thought, you can make certain things happen. You can have a certain power over other people and situations. This will give you a high, but it is not an ultimate solution to life. You may be effective in the world, but within yourself you're still a mess. What is the point? What is the point? Right now that's what you're doing with… See, with education and other things, your thought is developed to some extent. You're effective in the world, you can do things efficiently, you can earn money, you can be successful, everybody thinks you're great, but you're a mess within yourself. This is happening to lots of so-called successful people, isn't it so? Yes? You see all the stars in the world, the whole world worships them and they think they're great, but most of them are just breaking down, isn't it? Looking good, you want to look good in 10 people's eyes. That's not going to change the experience of your life. If you sit here, you're absolutely blissful. This is what changes the experience of your life. What somebody else thinks about you, why is it so important? Or what you think about yourself, why is it so important? Whatever you think about yourself, whatever the whole world thinks about you, has no existential relevance. Whatever you're thinking right now has no existential relevance. It is only psychological relevance, maybe social relevance, but no existential relevance, isn't it so? What you can think whatever you want, I can think whatever I want. The whole world can think something about me. It has no existential relevance. It has only psychological and social relevance. So when we say a spiritual process, we are talking about an existential dimension, not a psychological dimension, not a social dimension.